Hello and welcome to GCSE Physical Education, lesson number 1. Reasons for taking part in physical activity. Our learning objective is to be able to describe how physical activity enhances individuals' physical, mental and social well-being. Let's start with a quick starter activity. Are you able to list 5 reasons for taking part in physical activity? You have 20 seconds. Did you get any of these 9 reasons for taking part? Firstly, increasing your fitness is a main reason for taking part. You can do this in numerous ways, individually, as a team, socially, after school, in school, but it's a great health benefits. Of course, people take part in sports to make them feel good. This could be regarding their appearance with body type. It could be for the element of winning. It could be to make friends. It could be to increasing confidence. Sport is an easy way of relieving stress. This could be stress with your exams. It could be stress with schoolwork. It could be stress when you're in a job, possibly home life as well. But sport is an avenue to eliminate or reduce these stress levels. A number of sports people rely on self-esteem and confidence within their own respective sports. You've got to think of a footballer, an Olympian, a swimmer. They won't reach the highest level of their sporting activity without self-esteem and confidence, and sports is a great avenue to increase these and to keep them high and to keep that level of competition at its highest point. Ultimately, we all want to be healthy, and sport is a great way of achieving this good health. We like to take part in sport for the enjoyment factor, for maybe for competition, but good health overall would lead to being positive outside of sport, outside of school, in your job, in employment. So it's a great way to keep this level up. We get into sport when we are younger for the enjoyment factor. Now, not many people get in for it for the money. You may think the footballers do this for the money, but ultimately they started when they were children, when they were young people, for the enjoyment. They enjoyed running around, they enjoyed kicking a football, they enjoyed playing with their friends, they enjoyed what it brought to them apart from the monetary value and fame. So when we start playing sport, we do it for enjoyment because it makes us feel much better. Playing sport is a very, very easy way of making friends. When we were younger, we used to take part in sport through our school, for outside of school clubs, and you would meet people that you would not usually come across. Maybe someone from the surrounding area that you didn't know before. When you get older, people socialise through sporting means. They play five-a-side football. They take part in circuit training classes. They go to certain clubs, and through this you get a good social scene and friendships that do last. And there's a common bond there. There's a common theme running through that. You both like sports, so you do have common interests, and it does lead to long-lasting friendships. More often than not, you're going to be part of a team one day. Either that would be working in a group in school, playing in a sports team, or working in a team when you leave school through work. Now, there's certain skills that everybody needs to work in a team. Obviously, good communication, the ability to listen and empathise with others, and also the willingness to get on and to achieve a common goal. Now, sport, the reasons why people take part in sport is to develop these teamwork skills, because they are essential in any aspect of life. Finally, people take part in sport for a mental challenge. Now, their mental challenge is independent to them. That means it could be something small, it could be something medium, or it could be something large. When we talk about something large, we're talking about a marathon, 26 miles, or just over 26 miles, and it's a very, very hard thing to complete. You could have things like climbing a mountain, hiking up a steep hill, or it could be simple as just completing a game. A mental challenge is respective to that individual. That means they're going to have to overcome certain barriers, certain psychological barriers as well as physical to complete this. Now, motivation is a key factor, and people taking part in these events will need that first off. And so the reason for taking part in sport is to set yourself a challenge. See if you can complete that challenge, and if you can, you get great satisfaction out of it at the end. Within GCSE Physical Education, we now break these reasons for taking part in sport into 3 different categories. We have the physical well-being, the social well-being, and the mental well-being. The physical well-being will obviously concentrate on your physical attributes, whether you feel comfortable, healthy, or happy. Social well-being is concentrating on the person's relationships with others and how that person communicates, interacts, and socialises with other people. And mental, we're talking psychological here, so the capacity to live a full and creative life and the flexibility to deal with life's inevitable challenges. Here are some reasons and benefits for taking part in sports, and it's split into the categories physical, mental and social with an explanation of how that benefit is achieved. For example, we have losing weight, which of course is physical, which explanation is doing more exercise than normal. Relieving stress and a physical challenge. You have, are you good at that sport, which will be mental. It gives you a better muscle definition. Once again, physical, improves your health, physical. It makes me feel good, which would be mental, which we talked about before, improving our confidence. And it makes me look a bit better, makes me less tense, maybe reducing our stress levels. It gives us opportunity to make and meet friends, possibly stop people getting into trouble for a social reason, and it's good ways of meeting possibly young people of the opposite sex. So to finish this session off, let's have a look at some exam questions. Number 1, which of the following statements describe the physical benefit of exercise? I'll give you a couple of seconds to think about it. And of course, it is improving your physical shape. Number 2, some people take part in physical activity for the benefits. For example, it allows them to meet new people and make new friends. Like we looked at before, of course, this would be a social benefit. And number 3, finally, many people take part in physical activity to stress. Remember, the idea is to get rid of stress, so the answer is relieve. That concludes the lesson for this morning. Remember, the reasons for taking part in sports, they could be numerous, and we do split them into 3 different categories. And the main things we've got to remember are why we take part in sport is for the benefit of that individual, and there are different ways of benefiting that individual, so you do progress in your sport.